Hey there, YouTube. What's going on? This is Fragments of Memory, also known as the Armchair Philosopher. Today, I gotta represent my boy, Michael Jackson. This is his Ben album. Now, let me see if I can get the title because the light is kind of reflecting. There's Ben. There's Michael Jackson's album. Um, I enjoyed it. This was done in 1972. So Michael Jackson's still a young guy, so his voice hasn't changed yet. He hasn't started getting the lower parts of his voice. Of course, it has the title song Ben from the movie Ben about the rat, which, of course, that movie was the sequel to the movie Willard. He favors. There's a lot of ballads on here. It really shows how like powerful his voice was and how beautiful his voice was. He even does a really good cover of the stylistics "People Make the World Go Round." It takes you on a journey. The way he sings it, it takes you on a journey. Um, even does a cover of The Temptations' "My Girl." He does a really good job. It's Mike. So it's just some really good tunes on here. Many of them covers, but it really does showcase his vocal ability. You've got real good vocals. And of course, this is before all the plastic surgeries and the controversies of recent years. And of course, even the way in which he died. But no, this is him back as a child, man, and you feel that youthful energy come up off the vinyl. And yes, I still listen to vinyl. Um, Cute, nice little picture here. I won't say cute because that's I don't say cute, but you still see that like childlike innocence going on there. He's rolling on his bike with his hat, doing that '70s thing. Um, I recommend you listen to it. I'm sure there's songs on YouTube. You can YouTube a lot of these songs here on YouTube. But I mean, I'd recommend going out buying the album too. If you can, if you can get it on CD, MP3, download it, but pay for the download because it is Mike. But yes, whatever way, it's just a good album. It just because of the vocals, I think it really showcases how talented of a singer he was. Um, Next album, I got a few more albums here I want to talk about. This is Forever Michael. Um, this album he was at this point in his teen years. I'm gonna pull back maybe possibly. Pulling back, pulling back a little bit. But basically, this is him. This is the back. And when you open it up, you got your little you got your album in inward album photos here. So he's a teenager at this point, and he's got some sentimental ballads on here. We're almost there has a disco feel to it. That One Day in Your Life is a kind of a sad song. Cinderella Stay a While. I kind of see it as it's from the perspective of the Prince. We've got Forever, a really good tune. Dapper Dan, I like Dapper Dan. It's got a nice little dip and groove to it. So a lot of nice little tunes on here. Most of them are ballads, actually. I mean, you got some fast, upbeat numbers, but then you got a few ballads going on, and it shows Mike really liked the ballads. According to some interviews and even his memoir, he talked about favoring the slow love ballads and things like that. Okay, my final album here is Michael Jackson's "Music and Me" album. This was done in '73. So this is like a tween album. This is sort of a tween album. Um, Now, Forever Michael, just going back, was done in 1975. So this is the later '70s. But this, later, before he left Motown Records. But this is another solo album that he did called Music and Me. Here's the back. And this is, again, some covers, really good stuff. He even does a song from Pippin, Morning Glow. His rendition of Morning Glow is pretty good. Um, Johnny Raven is pretty good. It's got a nice little 70s upbeat thing. Up Again is nice. The double tracking is very nice on it of his voice. Happy's pretty good. But my cut on this album that stands out to me is Euphoria. Euphoria. I love Euphoria. Um, this, I think, these are some nice little gems in from his childhood, tween and teen years, before Beat It, before Thriller, before Bad, before Remember the Time, before all that. That this was Mike right here, complete with afro and everything. Um, I am a Mike fan. I do like his music, and if you can't buy the albums or get download them, just go in here on YouTube, and I'm sure some fan has put up some songs of his, and you should just get a listen of them. Um, I went to a used record store, and I happened to find these, and they weren't too expensive. They were used and everything, so very nice stuff, very good stuff. I dug it. I want you to keep in mind though, this is in the '70s, so yeah, it does sound a little dated. Some of the tunes are dated because it's got that '70s sound as opposed to the sound of 2012. And you know, some songs even on here sound a little corny, but I like corny for the most part, to a certain degree. So thank you all for tuning in, and just check out Mike over here, man. He's doing his thing. Be easy. Take care.